You have made it to episode 50 of the Nets Declassified School Survival Guide podcast.
What's up, Ned heads, and welcome back to another episode of the Nets Declassified podcast. I'm Jacob.
Yo, this is Kirk. Got a special guest this week.
Yep.
You want to introduce him, Jacob?
No, we never know when to start. This podcast has no real start, to tell you the honest to God truth.
Yeah.
That's good.
There it is. How you been, Will?
I'm good.
Will's
Hey,
here.
I'm Will. How are you? I'm good. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
It's been too long since my first appearance.
It's been a minute.
Completely on me. So thank you for having me.
Did you figure out what the other episode you were on was?
No. That thought left my head as soon as I said it out loud.
I think it was like a music class one. It was music
Yeah.
class and something else.
Yeah, that rings a bell.
Or like band maybe or something like that.
I felt like they were also trying to raise money in that episode because like as soon as they said we need
always
money, it like rang a bell. Oh, that's a theme. Okay.
It might have been
that makes sense.
fundraising. Fundraising might have been the topic.
But
I don't know.
potentially.
There's a lot of topics at hand.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously, Will from Show Me Something, aka Craft Beats.
Yep.
Hi.
Yeah. Here, almost.
Today we watched freaking Money/Parties, end of season 3. It's coming up.
I'm getting in right under the wire here with my,
Yep.
my
Will.
comeback.
Shout out episode 50 of the Nets Declassified podcast.
Yeah. That was
If you
good.
guys are here from the jump, shout out to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Big shout.
You know who you are.
Chris Dixon,
Hey,
etc.
Yeah. But this is episode 17 of season 3.
Yeah.
The original air date, April 7th of 2007.
It was a hell of a year.
That's a moment in time, man.
What were you doing then? Do you have memory of that year?
Let's see. April of 2007, I would have been a sophomore in high school.
Can't believe you can place
So-
the month as well.
That's
springtime, more or less.
Yeah, springtime, spring of my sophomore year of high school. That's pretty much all I've got. I was probably sophomore year.
Shit, yeah. That would have
Probably
been...
scheming on some way to get drunk on the weekend. Honestly, probably would have been the way.
I would have been in 6th grade still at the end of my 6th grade. Because I started 7th grade in 2007, but it would have been in the fall, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Oh,
Yeah.
true. You're right. Yeah, so I was in New York, in 6th grade then, too. So
Fuck yeah, the Catskills, dude. Up in the hills.
Hell yeah.
Catskill Elementary School.
Great place.
Right down the road from Will. Kind of crazy.
Right up the road, and also not
A couple
right up the
hours,
road.
maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, but sure,
Close.
right down the road.
Same thing.
Not far.
Same div. Yeah, not far. No,
But Will, did you remember anything
not
about this
at all.
show at all?
No, I remember loving Cookie.
Yeah, Pete Cookie,
from the
yeah,
episode
classic.
that we watched the first time I was on the pod. He also stole the show again today. I forgot that Ned looks like an adult. He doesn't. Look
You think
young.
so?
He doesn't look young to me at all. He looks old.
I think Ned he's like the littlest boy.
He's little, but his face looks old to me.
The
that might be a
haircut, though, is
personal
not.
issue.
That's not the haircut of a man.
That's a haircut of a
that's-
baby boy.
Of a boy.
That's fair. Yeah, he's just got
Yeah,
a
but
bit
you're
of
talking
a-
about the facial features.
He's got a mannish face. Yeah,
That's interesting.
Interesting.
Well, Ned is a
Yeah.
mannish name, too.
that's fair.
It's a great name. I love the name Ned.
Yeah, Nedward.
How many people you think...
Nedward.
Do they ever talk about what his actual name is?
His full name? I think his birth name is Ned.
Is Ned short for something? Ever?
It just seems like it
Edward.
should be.
It
I
seems
don't
like
know
it
if
should be.
Actually is.
It does seem like it...
Yeah, like in Game of Thrones, Ned Stark is Eddard. I assume Edward would
Oh,
become
shit.
Ned. You know?
True. I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, if his dad's name's Ed, and then his brother's also
Oh, he's like a
named Ed.
junior scenario?
It's like an Ed and Eddie situation.
We
but
like
instead,
those.
he's Ned.
Ed
Just
and Eddie's
a
classic.
quick aside. Did you guys see they're gonna make a Jon Snow show?
I did, yeah. They're gonna do the Jon Snow
Of
sequel.
all the characters for you to focus on, that's what you're going with?
They should have done Arya as she goes off into the
Just the only right answer. is Arya.
into the sea.
Everyone else is a wet blanket.
She could have gone to a shy, you know? That would have been cool.
Anyway,
whatever.
I never got into it.
Well, yeah,
I
that's
did.
fair.
I got pretty deep into it, and I haven't really thought about it much since.
They ruined it.
I was just talking to Trevor about this actually the other day at work. They've kind of like, because they did such a bad job with the last season, they like erased their cultural impact that they took 10 years to cultivate.
Isn't that crazy?
It's gone. It's completely removed from the zeitgeist. It's wild.
Which is crazy. It's really
They really
it's
fumbled
a
the
shame.
fucking bag.
Yeah,
Benioff and Weiss, they had Star Wars movies lined up.
And they
had an
canceled.
HBO Slave show just lined up, which got canceled
Really?
for other reasons. Yeah, look that up. That's a wild fucking thing. It was like, why are these two white men making a show about slaves? And they were like, you're right, and then they canceled it.
Damn, rip.
But they had a Star Wars like series lined up, and it got canceled.
Yeah, I remember.
Can't
Star
stick the
Wars
landing
thing.
on a 10-year show. You're not going to stick the landing on a fucking multi-billion-dollar IP.
Well, they
Anyway.
did it to themselves. They shot themselves.
Yeah, they did. They did bad. They don't deserve any of that stuff.
But yeah, first episode, money.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
we were gonna do a tier list. Cookies S tier for sure.
Cookies for sure.
Oh,
S tier.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think Mose is probably A tier. Ned is B tier.
See, I disagree. I think that
I
I feel
disagree.
like Ned is better than Mose, but
Yeah, I agree with that.
this could be an
Ned was a
appendix
dirt.
episode
Ned was
after
a
we finish the
dirtbag
show.
in this episode.
Yeah, but he's a
So-
grifter. You know?
Yeah,
He's a
grifters
trickster.
are inherently bad. So I think that my take is good.
I'd say
Gordy A tier.
I've warmed up to Gordy. Yeah, there was a while where I was like, he was pissing me off. He was just so bad at his job. That's all I could focus on.
Don't know Gordy. All I
That's
know
true.
is that Suzie Crabgrass's mom is F tier.
Because of her horn.
Yeah, she's racist.
Honestly, Susie Crabgrass isn't that great herself either. But
Yeah,
Yeah, she's not great. Seth is S tier.
don't
Yeah.
know who that is.
Seth is the guy that's throwing the party with the tracksuit on.
Oh, he looks like the dude who plays Archie in Riverdale. I
haven't
honestly,
seen it.
I looked it up to see if it was him. I don't.
Is that
the kid
Cole Sprouse?
No, that's
does-
Jughead.
he does have the
No,
look of Cole Sprouse.
KJ Appa,
Wait,
I think is his
Cole
name.
Sprouse is in the show?
Yeah, Cole
Yeah,
Sprouse
you
is
haven't heard?
Jughead.
No,
He plays Jughead.
because Seth does look remarkably like the Sprouse brothers.
I was told he
the
hangs
Golden
dong in that show.
There's
Sick.
definitely not any bare penis in a CW show. I don't
Oh, it's
know
not
who told
it's
you
not an
that, but
HBO
they were
show.
lying.
Damn,
Why would they lie to me?
I thought it was an HBO like.
They're lying. No, it's a CW show.
Raunchy,
It's a wild
no,
show,
I
but
don't know
there's
anything
no
about it.
genitals.
Damn.
Yeah. That would be
That's-
funny if you guys did a Riverdale pod. That is an absolutely batshit unhinged show.
Really?
I think the two of you would fucking hate it, and it would be very funny.
That could be interesting.
I'd
I've
rather
never
do that than
seen it, though.
iCarly. So
I thought our next show was going to be Cornel and Bernie. We'll hit the
What?
audience of like the one French guy that wants to listen to us talk
What
about
is
it.
Cornel and
Bernie.
Bernie?
Cornel and Bernie. It's this guy who's got a dog that's smart, and it's a French. The style is French animation, right? But
What?
it's a
Is that a
Nicktoons
style?
show. That's what I was told from the documentary.
oh yeah, because they'll be like
Docu-series.
there'll be like backgrounds.
I'm
there'll be
not.
like it'd be like a flash background, and he's like doing crazy.
Yeah, it's it's like it's
They-
like Frasier but a cartoon.
They played
with
it
a
on like
dog.
the cable like Nicktoons channel,
Yeah. Channel
Cornel
144.
and Bernie.
Cornel and Bernie.
and yeah, Bernie's got a posh British accent, and
Why would you
Cornel
watch this
has a posh
show?
British accent, and Bernie's just like a fuck up guy. He's like a weird. He wears like a vest, a puffer vest. Yeah,
Is it French?
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's
that's the
Those
show.
guys look weird as fuck.
it's weird. It's a weird.
It's great.
It's unsettling.
We used to
almost.
watch it all the time, Kirk.
That's insane. I've never heard of this show.
Kappa Mikey's another good one. That was a Nicktoons Network only exclusive.
Yes.
What the fuck
I was
are you guys
talking to Trevor about this one too, because that show just makes fun of anime.
Oh
which
man,
is kinda
Trevor,
classic.
I'm sure loves. We should do a Kappa Mikey.
He had never
podcast
heard
with
of it. He had never heard
That's
of it.
brilliant because we've both seen it. He hasn't seen it. That's perfect.
Kappa Mike.
Kappa Mikey. Yeah, it's an American that goes to Japan. He's drawn in an American cartoon style, and everybody else is drawn in anime.
yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool looking.
It's a great show. It's so funny.
But
Why
we-
is she dressed as Fred from Scooby Doo?
Because they're all like movie stars over there, so they're all dressed as like different characters.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
tight.
Yeah.
It's a very bizarre show.
Okay, Kappa Mikey.
Very,
Kappa Mikey was great.
I would say a cult
Okay.
show.
All of these
Yeah.
are.
Yeah,
All
you
of
guys
these
are
have
really,
hard
these are
cult
deep
followings.
cuts. I've not heard of any of these things.
We're
I mean,
Nickelodeon people.
What are we
man.
gonna do? A SpongeBob
Yeah,
podcast?
that's
Come
fair.
on, dude.
I was not a
Normie.
Nickelodeon guy.
Oh, that's
Okay.
unfortunate.
Like at all.
You were like Cartoon Network
Yeah.
or
I was a Disney
Disney.
head, and I
Disney.
had
You're-
select Cartoon Network things.
You
My
were
show's
a-
gonna pop into frame here at some point. Where is he?
So you were watching like That's So Raven
I did like that. So Raven.
and like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Those might have been too late for you.
There he is.
What was even on the Disney Channel back when you were watching? There he is. Look at the boy.
Chippendales Rescue Rangers.
Oh, classic,
Darkwing
yeah.
Duck.
Did you watch the movie yet?
No, I haven't watched the movie yet.
It was funny. It was good.
Darkwing Duck. I watched Batman Beyond.
Batman Begins.
the
Batman Beyond,
Gargoyles?
that's the one, the dark one, yeah.
Gargoyles. Yep. The Mighty Ducks when they were like the hockey team crime fighters.
Yeah.
Um,
That makes a lot
yeah,
of
I
sense.
mean, I'm like a shade older than you guys, so I feel like our childhood shows are just a smidge diff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I pretty much cut out at like the Hey Arnold era was when I stopped watching cartoons.
No, that's so early. That's late 90s.
Yeah, Hey Arnold's a heavy
Yeah.
show too.
I was sophisticated. I was out here reading Schindler's List in like 6th grade, like a dickhead.
Bitch.
It was
What
such
do you
a
mean?
fucking
I was
loser.
watching fucking Nickelodeon until we were in
Dude.
high school.
Yeah,
I think you could
literally-
have learned the
I
same
literally-
lessons from watching Hey Arnold as you learned from reading Schindler's List.
It's true.
Yeah, it's probably,
They'd probably,
It's a
I think
heavy
they did
show.
a Schindler's List
So,
episode.
No,
yeah.
he was an
I mean,
orphan.
I was reading a lot of World War II historical fiction.
The
in
episode with the
5th and 6th grade.
Vietnam
Damn.
immigrant guy. You know, Jake.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
Jacob.
Yeah, the guy. Yeah, I know. He lost his daughter.
Damn.
Yeah, well, because
yeah.
he gave her to the fucking helicopter as
Yeah.
they were escaping Vietnam, and he was like, you know.
This
he
is
had
a
to
Hey
do it.
Arnold episode?
Yes, dude. He's
fuck?
one of the guys that lives at the boarding house with Arnold.
That's crazy.
It's a great show, dude.
All I know is he's got a fire-ass bedroom.
Yeah, it's a
It's a
great
loft.
bedroom, and his dad was Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Essentially, they were like
I
explorers,
was like,
and they
wait,
got
what?
lost.
That's a great.
They're like he was dressed
IP
like Indiana
crossover.
Jones.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like he was a lost.
He was
explorer,
Indiana
so now,
Jones.
Hey Arnold lives with his grandparents in a boarding house.
Arnold Jones. That makes sense.
Arnold Jones.
But getting back to Ned's.
yeah, oh yeah, sorry. I would say weaker half than the second half.
Oh well, I mean the
Yeah.
second half is an external location episode, and that's exciting.
Yeah.
A
Is that-
banger ass
how
fire
rare
ass
is
episode.
that?
It's very
Rare.
rare. I think it's the
Really?
only time
Diamond in
it's
the
ever
rough
happened.
rare. No, because the car wash episode takes place in a different, and it's in a lot.
That's outdoors.
And then, at least the haircut one, he goes to the high school, but it doesn't all take place there. It's brief.
So is this maybe the only episode that takes place like in an interior that's not the school?
I would say so.
The whole episode?
Yes.
Yes, because even the bus stop one,
So far.
that's all outside, and they're headed to the school the whole time.
Damn.
but
They went
it's
big
outside.
for episode 50. That's pretty cool.
It's huge.
Yeah, this. I mean, the second half is definitely better. I agree with that. Although there was some good stuff
There
in
was
the
some
first
good
half. You know, Cookie just doing great things with his magician bit and his milk, the card tricks.
Yeah. So the
He
setup for the
tries to-
episode is like they're
Oh yeah,
they're trying to go to this concert, the big rock,
Yeah.
pop, hip hop concert. Now we see
Yeah.
Fig Valley Music Festival.
exactly. We see the bill on the. It seems like it's all parodies of rock bands. I don't know if I didn't notice any pop, hip hop,
definitely not any. No, none.
It was all alt rock bands that they had changed the name
Yeah.
of.
Lightbox 20, Dimeback,
Yep.
Wink 182, Food Fighters, Sneezer,
Yep.
U3. They got U3. That's a big get.
That's good. That's a huge get.
Led Zephyr, back from the dead, I guess.
Bruce Summerstein instead of Bruce Springsteen.
The Pink
Dude,
Stripes.
how'd they get him?
Yeah, Bruce Summerstein. Yeah, that was fun. We had to pause.
We had to pause there for
Yeah,
a while.
That's a
There's
classic.
a lot of
freeze
good
frame.
ones.
That was good. Shout out to the production department on the
Oh yeah.
first half of the episode.
Imagine just brainstorming all those names. That would have been a
mean-
fire room.
Yeah.
Would have taken about 5 minutes. They weren't.
That's
they
a
didn't go
fire
too far.
room,
They
dude.
didn't go too far beyond the Wink 182 and there's a Sneezer. They're not doing a whole lot of heavy
Sneezer's
lifting.
pretty good. Sneezer was good.
Yeah.
Tickets-
but yeah,
tickets
so
were
that's-
50
They're trying to
frickin'
get
bucks.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah, $50 a pop back at that time that's pretty expensive. Those
It
were
Yeah.
is.
tickets.
Counting into inflation, that's like $150 right now. Min.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not paying those.
That's like basically they're going to Bonnaroo. That's what they're doing.
They're going to
Yeah.
Coachella.
It's like right. Yeah, Coachella's in
They're going
California.
to Fire Festival.
Coachella's in California, right?
Firefest. Yeah, in the desert.
Yeah.
So that's probably where.
Burning
Bonnaroo's
Man's
in
also over
Tennessee.
there.
Yeah, they're not going across state line. They're
No. They live in they went to Sacramento a couple of times.
That was only
That's
because
cool.
the school funded the field trip for them.
Yeah.
Moe's only has $6.
Do they go in the show?
No. They just
We didn't
it's
see.
brought up.
No, we don't. We don't
talked
go to
about it.
Sacramento. We're just told about it.
No. I wish I went.
Right.
I want to go to
As a
Sacramento.
viewer, I wish we went.
I think Jacob wants to go in real life.
It's
Like
a great
his bucket list
city.
destination, Sacramento.
Imagine going to California and only
Kid
going to
loves
Sacramento.
Sacktown. Yeah, Sacktown.
Sacktown. All the sackheads there.
I don't even know where it is.
So yeah, there's some. I met Missy. I don't think I met Missy in the first episode that I watched with y'all.
Probably not.
Yeah.
She's interesting. She's definitely got the hots for Ned. Also, I don't remember. Do the episodes always bleed into each other? Because I thought that this was cool. There was continuity between the two.
Sometimes
Not
they
always,
do.
but it's always nice when it does.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Because I
occasionally.
barely noticed that it was the second half. Because they talked about the party in the first half of the episode. So that
Yeah.
was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
It's weird though, because in this part of the episode, in the first episode rather, Missy's kind of like, it's almost like she's using Ned in like weird ways, but not in relationship. Like she's not trying to get him in that way. She's just kind of trying to fuck him over,
Yeah.
which is weird.
Well, she knows how money works, you know,
But then second episode, she's very much romantically interested in him.
which is her normal state. That's her normal.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
She.
So yeah, she's just being manipulative in the first.
that's
half.
why it's
yeah,
weird that
she's
she's
always
just a
trying
loan
to
shark.
chase him. Yeah.
Interesting.
She's got her bookies with her.
They're the
They were
enforcers.
bookies. Those are the
The
security,
enforce-
bro.
They're like
They're
Rocky.
like they're like Rocky.
They're gonna break
like-
Ned's thumbs if he doesn't pay her back.
I'm trying to
Fucking
think of
crazy.
my
So,
notes for this.
They
one.
kind of they scheme some like quick ways to get cash. Ned's like, tips. You could do pet sitting, babysitting. Pet sitting so much better than babysitting. Oh my god, holy shit! Wow,
Yeah.
You did it. I remember back in the
I
day.
did do it a little bit. I wish I did more of it. I wish I did it now. I got to get back
You could
into
have
it.
got some,
Pet
you could
sit
get some
too.
coin.
Yeah, I got to
That's
get back
was
into it.
dope.
Never would ever in 1,000 years babysit, but that's just me. And they also
Never
start.
in 1,000.
They want to do a cleaning service. No windows.
No.
Yeah.
Windows.
Why no windows?
I don't know.
Windex is extra, I guess.
Because it's hard to get a clean window. I don't know.
They're short. They can't reach.
True, they have to get on scaffolding.
You could find a couple chairs to stack up.
No, they got to rig up the scaffolding, dude. So that's
They're
way-
cleaning
way-
the
that's a
exterior
sunk
second
cost.
floor windows.
Yeah, that's a sunk cost.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
What the fuck?
There's also a bulletin board for services and like,
Yeah,
at the
goods and
middle
services.
school.
Yeah. Very weird.
Yeah.
It's like a RPG quest board in the
It
high
is.
school hallways.
They should have had Mr. Quest out front of it. That would have been good.
I don't know the reference.
He's the computer teacher
Oh. That's
slash
good.
bus driver.
We haven't seen
Good
him in a
name.
minute.
Mr. Quest. Well, I assume he's dead.
Oh, rip.
Drugs
He
related.
probably was just fired, but his life was falling apart. So,
Damn, that's very sad.
yeah, well, he
not.
did it to
I hope he's
himself.
okay.
I hope he's fine. I
Hope
guess.
he's okay.
Yeah, no, I hope.
Just a quick shout out for Cookie having a Moldovan currency when they were trying to pool money together.
Yeah, he says it's Moldavian.
Yeah, he's-
Moldovan, yeah. I don't
Like-
know.
He said Moldavian.
I think he's just.
Moldovan.
Well, yeah. Moldova's the
That's
country.
the real
but-
thing.
Yeah,
It was
I'm gonna go with Moldova though.
It was a 37
But, I mean,
cent
they're-
piece.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
memeing.
Yeah, I think he's dead serious.
He's a 37-cent piece. Why would any culture anywhere ever make that?
In
I don't know, maybe the
Moldova,
writers hate
37 is the
Moldova.
god number.
I think they do.
Maybe they got a weird vendetta against Moldova. You know, stranger things. You know.
But I am confused why Cookie splits off from this and decides that the way he's going to make money is to do these strange street magic things.
Yeah, no explanation of that.
He's
Why
very-
does he become a street artist?
Because he thinks he's the shit. He's very self-centered.
Well,
He's
that
narcissistic.
is
He's got narcissistic
true.
personality disorder. Whatever. He's also got
Isn't
multiple
he the
personality
smartest one of the
disorder.
bunch though?
that comes and goes in waves.
I think he's
Really?
fried his brain with the electricity.
He has had a lot of times where he's been electrocuted and the circuits have not. They never realigned. They never reconnected.
Well, he's a cyborg, so he's got The whole his whole
It's a
thing
great
is
bit.
coursing with electricity at all times.
And then he's in.
I'm mad we didn't get any glasses play in this episode.
Yeah, he hasn't done it in a fucking minute, dude. It's been a long time. The
But they-
writers have
they
not
blew
been
the whole
playing with
budget
this
on it?
element.
They must
Yeah,
have
they
blown the
don't they don't
budget.
play with that element anymore, like
That
ever.
stinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Cookie goes and does kind of street magic.
He has a bear puppet.
Ned gets a $50 loan from
Yeah.
Missy Elliott, and then
Which is kind of like the writers putting a fear in people of like getting credit cards, right? This is like the whole
hey, I wish I had watched this show as a kid.
Did you
'cause
call her
I would've
Missy
made different
Elliott?
Decisions.
Did you get into deep credit card debt in college? That's
I
a
got
classic
into some-
college thing.
Into some credit card debt, yeah. And yes, I did call her Missy Elliott. Jacob told me her name was Missy Elliott.
We're pretty sure
I
that's
wrote
her
it
last
down.
name. We're pretty sure.
I realized that he was kidding, but
Well, that's
I'm
what we
sick-
came up with last
running
time we
bit.
talked about it, because
Okay.
everybody else has names that like are kind of work in some sort of clever way, and we were like, maybe
Yeah.
she's just Missy Elliott.
Yeah,
Not
I'm
clever.
down with that. So Ned gets a loan from her.
Well, she-
and as we've said,
Yeah.
it's weird. It's a weird situation. I
She
don't
actually
really know what's
says to
going on.
Ned, "Why do you need a job?"
Yeah,
No one in her family's worked for fucking 50 generations. She comes from old
yeah,
money.
She's so loaded.
Old
bro.
money.
She's
Yeah.
got skywriting people. She's got like skywriting contacts on speed dial.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
What is her interest rate though? Because it jumped up like $7, didn't it? She said like 57 something.
It's like a 15%
57,
interest.
42.
What is that fucking interest rate? It's insane.
Don't know. I'm not a good math guy.
That's the Bank of Missy.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. In one day, it goes up $7.
That's
Was
like-
it even a day? It was like hours.
An hour later.
She
Yeah.
might be from a mob family, and that's you know.
Oh yeah. that
Doesn't
makes
she
sense.
kind of look like the daughter from The Sopranos?
Meadow?
I don't know. I
I
haven't
don't.
seen
I
it.
don't.
Is
see
Meadow
it,
blonde?
but- No.
I didn't think. I wouldn't have guessed that.
No.
No, she's not.
No, she's Sicilian.
Jamie, who the fuck plays her?
I don't know.
I couldn't tell.
Haven't you seen
Gotta
that show
watch
like
that.
100 times?
I've never seen it.
Yeah, I have the box set like right next to me. Jamie Lynn Sigler, I think was her name.
Damn.
You know what
Anyway.
would really complete this your office that you're in right now? Would be a like cardboard cutout of James Gandolfini.
You said you've used that joke with other people so many times, and like just again, I reiterate that this is my front door.
Audience,
So, like, I'm not gonna have a cardboard cutout of a human standing in my front doorway because A, it'll scare me, and B, it'll scare
how
anyone.
many other times have I made that joke? Audience, if you can find
at least
it,
twice, at least twice.
super cut it.
One around Christmas
Nice.
Well,
when I had the ill set up because the tree was right here, so I looked at a
Ah.
streamer. It would look great.
well, Will.
Oh, right,
Will, do
that
you know
was-
that his grandpa and they had a cutout of who was it? James Dean in their basement.
Yeah, it was James Dean. Yeah, Mr. Dean.
I think
Is
that's
that
where this
why?
comes from.
Yeah.
Is that why this is a thing?
Yeah.
'Cause you grew up-
Yeah, it was right. It was in their
funny.
basement. It was a walkout basement, like in the second episode, and it was by the sliding glass door. So like whenever you'd walk down there, like in the dark, you just see a silhouette of a man at
like
the door.
no shot. Am I doing that to myself?
It was really funny. It was
Also,
a really
that's-
good
I
joke.
mean, it makes a lot of sense because it's a very specific bit that you've returned to,
Yeah.
and now it's rooted in your family
Listen,
history. Which is
I
great.
get the
Thank you
memes from my
for-
grandpa.
Yeah, that's good. That's great.
That's where I get my
backstory.
memes from.
You mentioned
love that.
Cookie with the milk. That bear puppet.
Yeah,
It looks just like the Muppet Bear. Whatever. What's his name? The guy that.
Fozzie Bear.
Yes.
I literally
name's
thought it was
Baxter in this.
Fozzie Bear. I like looked away
It was
as I was writing
generic
something down,
Fozzie
and
Bear.
I double taked because I thought it was Fozzie.
Yeah.
And I was like, where are we? It
was like off-brand
that's,
Fozzie.
He also does a great thing where he tries to say the alphabet while he's chugging milk. Like, not a magic trick. I don't know who was interested in
But
seeing
it's good.
that, but it's really funny.
Well, he
Yeah,
announces that
gets
he's going to
milk-
do it, and then the puppet's like nervous, like he's not going to be able to do it.
Well, the puppet has a mind of its own.
Yeah, dude, that was really funny. He got to A and B, and then the whole glass of milk was just down his shirt. It was really funny.
That's good comedy.
He
It's
throws the
good,
damn
yeah.
puppet in the trash. That was probably an expensive puppet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was fucked up.
he throws the puppet away, but he brings
The
the
pedestal.
cup and the little tiny table with him. Like what?
Yeah, I mean, hey, sentimental value.
He borrowed that.
So among all of these harebrained schemes between these two, Mose is actually grinding.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, she's grinding
doing
hard.
she's doing work. So she's babysitting, she's Dog walking.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think
That's as far as I remember.
they do.
Is there anything else that they show?
Well, they all do clean Seth's basement in preparation
Right.
for the party.
Right.
And they
make, like,
split
That was the last
$25
time.
bucks
Yeah.
three ways.
for $25. Seth has more money
like
than that.
$8 a pop.
Yeah.
I feel like Seth.
So they're
That's
like a
not
fifth
worth
of the
it.
way there.
That's not worth it. That's an hour of fucking minimum wage.
Well, so Ned is supposed to accompany Mose with the babysitting because it's three children with insane, maybe ADHD, maybe they're just not disciplined enough.
Yeah.
But
it seemed like a lot of sugar to me.
She lasted 8 seconds.
she was just
according
feeding
to
them
the
gummy bears.
timeline.
She was feeding them like Laffy Taffy,
Yeah.
all the sugar.
Nerds rope.
Love a good
Kool-Aid.
Great candy.
Yeah.
The-
Kool-Aid, but you only mix it with like a little bit of water, so it's mostly the sugar.
Whatever those
So
like
greedy.
the thing shaped like a
Stinks
barrel
hot.
with like a wax barrel that you twist the top
Oh yeah,
off.
those were classic.
The little wine bottles.
Yeah.
Those are so great. Just like a little cum squirt of soda or what juice, whatever
Yeah,
it was.
exactly.
Such a small amount. Like who wants
Oh no,
that?
not the little ones. You're talking about the big
I'm talking
drinks,
about
right?
I'm talking about the one that fits in the palm of your hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking about the little-
I know the one you're talking about. The little...
What were they called? Like nickel nips or something like that? They had
No,
a really
they were
weird,
cum
stupid
sodas.
name.
That's what they were called.
Cum squirt soda. I'm pretty sure it's nickel nips. I'm gonna be very proud of
Don't say
myself.
that word anymore. Why does it have nips at the end of it?
Dude, I'm
It's a
right.
little nip.
It's literally called Nick.
You're like you just a nip. It's like a nip of
nips.
whiskey. You take a little sip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
1
yeah.
pound bulk candy in resealable stand-up bag.
Wow.
$13.
Get
Might
some.
be worth
That's
it.
what it's
Imagine
called.
if you just had those on standby at all times.
I just pull a bag up right
Yeah,
here.
you
and I just
start ripping 'em. You give one to Maestro.
Oh my god, they're probably just straight food coloring. Oh, this is.
I mean, for sure, no questions asked, right?
So yeah, Ned learns what interest is. He's like, "What?" And Missy's
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, that's how money works."
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
like, "Or you
it's
can
like
become an
gotcha
indentured
journalism.
servant to me."
Yeah,
And that's
you could work for
and
it.
that's what happens.
Yeah. And then
And
so
I
he's
don't-
like carting her around.
Yeah, with a
They really
rickshaw.
don't specify the wage he's making off of this either, which is fucked.
It's
It's
untracked
indentured
labor.
servitude.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
He's got a ripped piece of paper. She's got the other half. They have to go together. That's how they did it.
For it to make sense.
Well, and then Cookie's a
Yeah,
magician. A card tricks. He's doing like David Blaine card magic.
yeah, street card.
He
magic,
hires
like
a,
when he
uh,
used to throw the card into the window.
He hires a
That's
grown
really
woman as an assistant.
Yeah, where'd he get her from?
I mean,
Yellow Pages.
it is hard to tell. I don't think she's from the high
Craigslist?
school though. I think she's fully
She was an adult.
independent adult.
Yeah. She was-
Maybe she's just like a substitute teacher or like an admin person from the office.
Cookie convinced her. He's like, "Hey, you want to make a couple bucks? I'll give you a 37-cent Moldovan piece."
he flicks it in the
Yeah,
air.
I mean, to be fair, he's also not only is he not making money off his magic, but he's also paying this woman for her time.
He also doesn't know how to do
he's in the
magic.
hole. Yeah,
No, he doesn't.
yeah. Magic is a very loose term.
But he was a showman. You have to give him that.
Yeah, always a showman.
Yeah.
He turns to the camera, looks right at him, fire!
She has a-
and then all the cards blast.
Yeah, she has some sort of a card cannon,
yeah.
and he's
Yeah.
supposed to.
It was pretty
Magically
good.
or-
He did not get the right card, though.
Yeah. No.
No.
Well,
The only other.
Mose might have been
go
fucking
ahead.
with him. It might have because she said it was the card. It was the king of dorks. So she was just being a bitch.
Yeah,
No, it was an eight of spades.
It was
I'm
an
pretty sure.
I thought it was an 8 of hearts.
8 of hearts. Yep.
So it wasn't the right
But
one.
she did say king of dorks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she did.
yeah.
But she did actually have a card.
Yeah, but she fucking... Why'd she do that to that guy? He didn't deserve it.
He's bad at magic. Hi,
Yeah, but he
Maestro.
didn't deserve
Tough
it.
love. That's tough love.
Ned has an oatmeal scheme.
So Gordy has a brief appearance. A sub.
Oh, Gordy's the janitor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Subpar Gordy appearance in this episode for real. Very
He
subpar.
looks high.
He's always high.
He's always
That's
high.
part of the
He's always
mythology
high.
of Gordy.
Gotcha.
Yeah, 40 Gordy.
But they're watching this like was that on the TV or was that a VHS tape?
Yeah, he had a TV in there. He was watching like golf, and it was the commercial during it was a local magician man that has a book.
Yeah, he's got a.
That's a send up of an actual man though, right? I've seen that suit before.
I think so. It's
That,
like
get
a
rich quick guy.
It's like a pseudo Riddler suit. It was covered in question marks, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Riddlers.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it actually was though. Or was it dollar signs instead of question
I
marks?
know. It was hard.
Yes.
It was hard to tell.
I think so.
But you're probably right. That makes more sense.
I like it.
I'm gonna show you how to make free money.
It's just the Riddler, free easy money.
The government will pay you to do this. The government will pay you to do that. That's his whole scheme. He wrote a book about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Ned bought that book.
It was good.
Ned didn't read the fine print.
He must have paid money to buy the book, though.
Well, no, he grabbed it from Gord.
Oh, Gordy bought
Gordy
the book.
handed it to him.
So Gordy got duped by the ad.
Yeah.
And then he duped him in return.
He's probably watched that ad
he didn't,
at 3 a.m., when he was really hot.
I think him watching this ad, even though he owned the book, him watching this ad with Ned was him watching it for the first time in his head because he's so fucked up all the time.
This is great. This is a great bit. I didn't know that Nickelodeon shows dealt in this type of subject.
He's always high,
cool.
bro.
He's a party animal.
He looked zooted as
He's
hell,
coming off
just chilling on a couch in a janitor's closet.
Yeah.
He always goes on benders. He comes into work. He's like, whoa.
Dude, that one time when the episode started and he was like falling over holding a fan up was so ridiculous. He looked so hungover in that one moment.
Well, he's literally said before, he said, that was some party.
Yeah. Yeah. He has a good time.
While we're talking about Gordy, we should mention, we're pretty sure he is Ned's actual father.
Yeah, his biological dad.
But Ned doesn't know that.
rumors.
And Gordy probably does.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does Gordy know that?
Gordy's unsure. Gordy's not paying child support, that's for sure. So that's some lore for you.
Because Ned's parents are never referenced.
No.
Really?
No.
You don't meet Ned's parents?
He's an orphan.
I feel like we've at least heard about the other kids' parents, even in reference, but never about...
We've heard about Gordy's, or we've heard about Cook's dad.
Yes.
We've heard about Moses' parents.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ned's like a messiah.
I think we've actually heard Ned's mom before, but not a dad.
Right. That's.
So he's a messiah figure.
Yes.
He's a bastard child, actually. Is the
kind of like Anakin from the first Star Wars.
Yeah, I was thinking Jesus, but sure, Anakin works too.
Yeah, Shmi Skywalker,
Shmi, oh my god. I have a couple spare notes of this first half.
Yeah.
He kisses the money, not COVID safe.
He also blows and cools Missy's soup.
Yep, he's a food cooler for Missy's soup, not COVID
One of
safe.
the odd jobs.
He's got oatmeal in his hair for some reason when he eats all those bowls of oatmeal. Oatmeal is not necessarily it's not like a messy food. I don't know what he's throwing his.
Well, he's trying to get through.
I think he probably collapsed into a couple of them. Is what happened.
Yeah.
But it looked like it had been plopped on his hair though. Like it wasn't like this whole matted was oatmeal. It was like some.
Well, I wouldn't.
He gets bored.
I wouldn't say
he was flipping it up into the air, trying to catch it in his mouth.
That's
globs of oatmeal.
In this moment, I don't think the props department did a good job, or whoever put that on his head didn't do a good job.
Yeah. That's fair.
He had like 20 bowls of oatmeal
makeup?
with like saran wrap over him. And he's like, the government's going to pay me to eat this oatmeal. That's when Mose tells it the fine print, it's going to come in your Social Security text when you're 65. So,
yeah.
Because that's...
Which, is that an extra 100 every month, or is that 100 lump sum that he's going to get?
That's a one-time.
Lump sum.
So the La 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 music that plays while he's doing chores for Missy, is that a recurring audio
that
theme?
is a recurring piece of music.
Did they steal that from Gilmore Girls?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Gilmore Girls loves the La 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 interstitial music. It was good though. Also, my last note then, there's at one point cricket sound effects and the captions on Amazon say ribbit as if it were frogs. And also we learned the captions are supported and provided by the U.S. Department of Education. So
yes.
Says a lot about our country, if you ask me.
As well done.
So we didn't talk about Cookie's Houdini scheme. I think that's worth mentioning.
Where he cracks his fucking neck and dies.
So he's hung up. He's like in a in a Houdini straitjacket. He's got his sexy assistant. I'll call her sexy. And
yeah, I mean she's like 35.
Yeah,
she's an adult.
And he gets, hung upside down by his ankles, not over water, over just a box. I assume with a floor of concrete in the gym there. I don't know.
Yeah, concrete floor.
But our
breaks his neck, dies.
Our good lady,
Yeah.
she's supposed to, I guess, lower him gently into the box head first,
Yeah.
She just yeets it.
and she drops him. She's not strong enough to support the weight of Cookie. I mean,
Yeah,
that would be a
and
head
Gordy
first
has
down.
to break him out.
If anything, his head would go into his body like a turtle, and he would just be, he'd
Yeah.
be done.
Oh yeah, I mean that's a crushed neck. That's a broken column.
That helmet's not doing
Column.
But
Yeah.
he's fine because this is a
Instant
cartoon
death.
that we're watching.
shit. Right.
It is. Well, that's what. Yeah, I mean,
Also, I mean, it's clear like he's so heavy because his pockets are full of Moldovan currency. So
yeah, 37-cent pieces.
yeah, they're heavy.
Well, that's like they're made of
They're enormous.
platinum, whatever the heaviest thing
Yeah.
is.
Exactly.
Ned and Cook were lazy.
But that's pretty much
They
the
were
ep.
lazy. Mose was hardworking.
Right.
Ned's tip of the episode is hard work always pays off.
Great
Sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely not necessarily true,
It's not-
but it's a good lesson for a kid to hear.
Man,
It's better to
look at
it's
Hazel
better to
back
go
there.
for it. You can see her. She's eating.
She's
Yeah.
snacking.
Yeah, she's eating.
The no-tailed cat. She's classic.
Little stub butt.
Yeah, just a butt.
Love a good stubby cat. Those are the best.
She looked so funny before she sat down. That's for all the YouTube viewers out there. But yeah, Will, what are you gonna give this episode?
Oh yeah. What do we do? What's the
Ooh,
what?
shit.
I just 1 to 10.
Out of 10 weasels, yeah, you can,
Weasels.
similar to
right.
Show Me
Yeah, the
Something.
weasel system.
Sure. This one, I think the first half is like I'll give it a 6 out of 10. It's got some good laughs from Cookie.
Nice.
Yeah, 6 out of 10 weasels.
Hell yeah.
You want to go?
I think I'm pretty close to you. I'd go like a 6.5 out of 10. I was bouncing back and forth. When initially after we watched it, I was thinking 6.
Yeah.
But then talking about it again, and there were some really funny moments, especially with Cook and stuff. And I think it bumps it up a little bit. 6.5 out of 10.
Yeah. Once again, we are at the same 6.5. I'm gonna give it 6.5 weasels. I was also
Nice.
in between wavering, but there's been worse episodes, so it's like
There has been, yeah.
at a certain point you have
still
to
solid,
you have to grade it
but-
on a curve. But
But the next episode.
parties.
This was a banger. I feel like this
This-
is like an all-timer episode.
This is like MCU level
It's been a long time.
mashup episode.
It's been a long
we
This is
time.
talking
the-
Thor: The Dark World, or are we
This,
talking?
this is the Avengers
Civil War?
of Ned's Declassified.
Yeah, this was sweet. This is a sweet app. I have a lot of love for the character building in this
Yeah.
episode.
So Seth is having a party, a basement party. All right,
Basement
8th
banger.
graders are there. They're ready to fucking get
They're
down.
gonna grind.
They're gonna spit. They're gonna, drink sodas.
Why are they spitting?
Cause kids are gross. I don't know, man.
They're gonna sweat.
When's the
I
last time
didn't-
you were around a kid?
They're gonna sweat like hell.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's gonna be
for sure.
stinky in there. It's gonna
It's musty.
stink.
That's a musty ass basement. Keep the door open.
The hormones. So
Imagine
many
how much
hormones.
Axe body spray is in there right now. They're fucking ripping it up
Yes.
before they go
Yes.
in.
Don't.
They
even
should
wanna
have
think
showed
about
that.
it.
That would have bumped it up another
That
point,
would've been a good
honestly.
Someone holds a lighter,
Oh.
they do the flamethrower thing. That'd be cool.
Classic move.
We get a moment where they're outside and they're talking to each other and they're basically laying down their game plans, Cook is saying, I'm trying to score with Lisa tonight. And he's got the fucking bottle that has a magnet in the tip and he's got his fucking his paper clip, his big ass paper clip.
Lisa Zima.
Now, when we first saw him
Yeah.
pull the bottle out, we thought he was gonna get crunk.
I thought it was a fucking bottle of vodka or
This
I thought it
party's
was
gonna get
Everclear.
lit. We're gonna play spin the bottle. It's an empty bottle of grape soda.
Yeah.
With a neodymium or whatever the fuck kind of magnet.
Yep, exactly right. Neodymium.
That's kind of badass.
fake material.
We find out that Ned is there going with Missy
Scandalous.
and Mose
What's her boy's name?
Fayman.
Well,
Fayman.
real quick about Missy.
But she doesn't say she's going to kiss Ned until she gets in, right?
No, yeah, that's a mid episode.
she kind of has
Right.
that revelation, a little bit halfway through, but
Because she kisses Fayman goodbye, and she's like, "Oh, this is awful."
Fayman's dog
It's like
got
kissing
loose
a
again.
Plank of wood.
Yeah.
it's a freaking basset hound. I don't know how the hell that thing got loose.
Yeah.
Oh, his doggy.
It's a good dog.
It had a good bark though.
What was the dog's name again?
I don't.
I didn't write down the dog's name.
have a
I just
name?
said lost dog.
Fayman Jr.
I didn't even know if they.
I think he gave it a name. I think he said some sort of name. But Suzie Crabgrass is also there.
Great name.
In from out of town.
Crabgrass?
Just so good.
Yeah, it's
How
great.
far away did she move? It must not have been that far.
Didn't they move to Vegas?
That's what we thought.
Because her dad moved months before she joined him.
Well, her dad is long gone.
Her dad freaking moved, and then her mom and they tried to follow him out. Her mom's a
ditched.
racist, we found out.
Yeah.
That's why his dad maybe
That
Maybe
makes
that's
sense.
why he
actually.
her mom got
Yeah,
super radicalized, and he's like, "Whoa, this is weird."
Hyper radicalized back in 2007.
I mean, anybody with a fucking whistling Dixie honk horn is you're in hot water.
She's just
bud.
from the South.
In California, of all places, too. I
Yeah.
mean, we've said it multiple times. We'll say it again. They're in a red county, and they're in one of the red islands in California. You know.
Yeah. So I was gonna.
Red
Missy
Islands.
comes up to Ned. She's like, "We're gonna like, what did she?" I mean, she's basically like, "We're gonna fuck tonight." Like that's basically what she
Yeah.
said.
Yeah. And he can't handle that. He can't handle the truth, and he can't handle that.
He also doesn't
You know?
want
Too much
that.
heat.
He's not attracted to her.
I don't.
At that age, you're attracted to everybody, anybody, right or wrong.
Yeah, I
Especially
mean-
if they're into you.
I get the angle of being
You got your girl.
too
you're attached to.
scared at that age.
True,
Like I didn't
true.
even go to any parties
No,
or
yeah,
anything.
same.
I wasn't going to any dances. In 8th grade, I was playing Call of Duty at home with the boys. We'd like it's 8th grade. I wasn't doing anything.
But if you were at
so
a
like
party,
I understand that angle, but that's not Ned's angle. Ned's angle is that he
He's
just
there.
only likes Suzie. You know?
he's there. He's got this girl throwing herself at him.
Yeah. mhm.
Also, we didn't mention this about last episode. Missy could have just asked Ned for his body and given him money for that. and
Yeah, cash for ass situation.
that didn't come up. But
It's a classic situation.
but I understand it's a children's show. Yes.
yeah, but they're throwing whistling Dixie in there. I mean, just make it subtle, I guess.
They do a lot of subtleties.
There's some subtleties in this episode.
Yeah, there are.
Let's talk about it.
Wasn't
We see the return of Simone.
what? Yeah.
Cookie gets thrown out of the party.
Well, Cookie was at a party of Seth's before, and
Yeah.
it turns out he
He
caused
burned down his
he
house.
caused an electrical fire because the what is that song? Party Animal.
Throwing ass.
The Party Animal song comes on.
Throwing ass.
Yeah, he started twerking and he twerked into a lamp.
He was twerking.
Yeah,
I
he
mean-
unironically was twerking. It was fucking hilarious. Cookie
It
is
was
such a
awesome.
good physical comedian. I can't.
He's
get
so
over it.
good. He's
so
good.
funny.
Yeah.
So he knocks the
Yeah,
lamp
he was,
over, causes a fire.
He was throwing ass.
6 CGI flames.
Yeah. I don't know
very
why
good.
they couldn't do real flames.
Yeah, but just burn a house.
You gotta get a,
Would have been cheaper, I think, to just burn like a curtain
just
in a
yeah,
studio.
you just gotta get a pyro team real quick for like
Yeah.
a half hour.
A quick
Get a
pyro
blanket.
team.
throw a blanket on it.
Yeah, fire blanket.
So Cookie runs into Lisa outside the party, right?
Yeah,
Um,
it's like a freaking club. There's a line. He's got bouncers.
Yeah. There's a rope.
Yeah,
Well, I think you have to have security
list.
if you're Seth.
Seth is like first of all the number one player on the basketball team.
Yeah, and the number one player at JKPMS.
Ribbit.
Yeah, and so Cookie tries to enter with Lisa. Lisa gets in, no problem. They're like, of course, come on inside. They cut Cookie off. Seth's like, sorry, dude, my parents banned you from the house.
Sorry, bro.
Cookie's like, so I almost burned your house down, and then he has to come up with a scheme.
Simone.
Seth does pop his head out, and he's like, Lisa is hot.
Yeah, he does just unprovoked say that. He's like, by the way, have
Why
you
does
seen
Seth-
Lisa?
And why does Seth know who every member of the crew is infatuated with? What's his deal?
He knows
keeps
everything.
tabs.
Seth knows all, and he also knows nothing.
Yeah, I think he just flies by the seat of his pants. I don't think he's into Lisa to fuck Cookie over. I think it's just like he just
No.
follows his whim.
I just didn't
He would
really
never
take
do
it
that. He
way.
would never do it to spite someone.
Not out of spite.
Seth's a bro?
Yeah, he's a homie. Like him and
Seems
Ned
like
have
kind of
been
a
out
dick.
on dates before.
Oh, okay.
It's true.
What do I
You remember Kirk?
He's not a ride or die, you know. but But he's not. But he's a good guy. He's a good guy at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, he does end up. He does end up pursuing Lisa throughout this episode. And Cookie tries to thwart that.
Yeah. By bringing in
Yeah,
Simone.
we can get into that now.
With the see ya, it came back, you know?
Yeah, Simone was great.
And then it plays the song that, ooh, you know, behind it.
Yeah,
it was really good.
Great appearance.
Yeah, he gets in. I guess they're just. Seth's got a policy. You got to let the chicks in, man, even if they're not on the list. You know.
Yeah, well, it's like college parties,
always have
right?
more girls.
Like girls get in free.
Yeah.
And if you're a guy that they don't know, you have to bring girls.
Well, the state
right?
of
That was like a
nature.
thing in
Yeah,
college.
the state of nature is you've got a party of just a bunch of dudes.
What do you want?
A bunch of dudes trying to get their rocks off and no chicks.
He wouldn't even let me pick him up.
And that's just the
ratio. It's all about the ratio.
Both me and Will were just trying to get our cats to just calm down.
I wasn't trying to pick him up. I know better than that. He's just laying right next to me, so I was giving him some pets.
Oh, I was trying to pick Pip up.
No.
He's screaming at me right
he'll
now.
360 out of my hands and run away. So Cookie's got eyes on Lisa. He's what's her name again that he's cross-dressing as?
You can see him now. Look at
So
him
his
down
real
there.
name is Simon Nelson Cook. He becomes Simone.
Simone. Okay, right. So Simone
see
comes into action. So Moses, kind of through line here, is realizing that she's got no desire or affection for Fayman. What's his name?
Fayman. His name's Fayman Fortune.
Fayman.
Yeah, Fayman
Oh,
Fortune.
Fayman
He's a
Fortune.
Brazilian soccer player.
Okay, weird.
His dad is the president
so
of Brazil.
No affection for Fayman.
It's a sport of my country. Remember? That's what he says.
The national sport of Brazil.
Pip, get out of there, Pip. He's pissed. So Mose then decides that she needs to kiss Ned again because when she kissed Ned, she felt something. This feels huge to me. What's going on with this?
It is huge.
Is this like the first time this has been talked about? Are they going to end up together? This is very great.
It's definitely not the first time. They've kissed before.
It's a series. It's a series.
Intentionally or like as a joke?
The sexual tension has been throughout the whole series. What the heck are you doing over there?
He's going crazy.
I can't tell.
Cat moment. Cat moment.
He's so small.
Look at those little tiny little paws.
Give me your bellies.
That's a good cat break.
The
Boom.
DJ at the party. He's classic.
Yeah.
Vibing. He's spinning vinyl.
Yeah, that's pretty legit. So wait. So Mose and Ned. So this is like it's a thing. This I feel like is the biggest takeaway of this whole episode.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is springboarding us into the finale.
More
you
so
know?
season 2 to 3, but
that's
it's really
awesome.
it's the sexual tension's always been there between Mose and Ned.
That's great. I feel like this is cool. We're shipping.
Yeah.
I'm shipping.
It's
for sure.
Fireworks literally fly when they kiss.
Every time
they
time
both-
something
oh,
crazy
really?
happens.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
the other
happened
times
before?
when it's happened, there's been like angelic choirs and like.
Well, Mose is very empirical.
and-
She has to make she has to run the experiment multiple times and get the same result before she knows. But for some reason, she's just infatuated with Fayman, just because he's got an accent or something.
Well, she says because he's smart
Is he?
and
Is
he's good at
Fayman-
sports.
There's no way Fayman's smart.
And,
He didn't seem smart in my
and he's
very limited
tall.
sample
I think
size.
she said something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the chemistry is there with Ned clearly. I'm very into that. So we haven't talked about Ned's whole episode. Ned is
Love triangle.
trying to double time, 2-time Suzie and Missy throughout this episode.
The last time,
Because he
it's funny because there was an episode where Cookie's dating multiple people at an event, and he's having to juggle.
player as main characters here.
Cookie does that all the time. That's his go-to move.
Wow, interesting.
But yeah, so Ned has to make it seem like he goes over to Suzie and tells her I'm with Missy. So Missy's watching. Ned intentionally squirts lemon juice in Susie's eye.
Yeah, he angles it up.
So good.
And
It was a great shot. That's not easy to do.
What did he have there? Like an iced tea, an Arnold
Yeah.
Palmer or something?
He was drinking
Yeah.
some Deep Eddy's
An old-fashioned.
lemon vodka.
You think so?
He was just sauced up. Squirting lemons around.
I
On
think
a
that
fucking
Seth was probably
Tuesday?
on some juice. You know, Seth and his cohorts. You know, not everybody was drinking, but like the cool kids, they were getting fucked up.
You think he had a Mike's Hard in the fridge?
Malibu coconut rum.
Yeah. But then, you know, he goes back over to Missy. He's like, I told her I'm with you, you know, because I'm a good guy like that and shit, you know.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
She took it real hard.
They go over to a
looks
closet.
like she's crying, which she's got lemon juice in her eyes.
Missy wants to take Ned into the closet, finish him off. Ned's like, Ned goes in the closet himself. He locks himself in the closet.
He does. He says,
Yeah,
I've got
And
this.
then he goes,
The door is
then he
stuck.
goes, I'm stuck in
yeah.
here. Yeah.
And like we said while we were watching, he was trying to get that post-nut clarity.
He was trying to go in there, run away, relieve himself.
Yeah.
He's got hard decisions to make.
But
He's got multiple decisions to make.
he's got a lot on his plate.
Although they don't seem that hard. Missy's rich.
Missy is clearly
And
rich.
Suzie
Suzie
doesn't
left
live
him.
there. Yeah. She dumped him and moved away.
I mean, if you can get in on skywriting bags early days, I feel you should go for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Missy like panics. She's like, "I'm gonna get you out of here," and then she runs off to find a sledgehammer.
And then he
Yeah.
sneaks out,
He-
goes back
obviously.
over to Susie Crabgrass.
Yeah,
Fucked up.
Don't remember what happens from there besides Missy coming back down with the hammer and
Well,
getting kicked out of the party.
she blasts the door
Ned
down.
and Susie start to dance on the dance floor because he gives the DJ a couple of
That's right,
coins
he's
to
like-
make it a slow
That's right,
song.
That's right.
Right. Moldovan
This-
coins.
This is when Mose has joined the Spin the Bottle. Well, she's formed the Spin the Bottle
Who
circle
wants to play spin the bottle?
Right.
because she had a conversation with the
And
DJ.
some
who
kids
was
are
not
over there. They're
listening
like,
to
"We do."
Yeah, that guy's line delivery was horrible. The Letterman jacket.
Like,
Oh yeah, his line delivery is always dog shit.
so bad.
They barely ever give him lines, but when they do, it's always disappointment.
They shouldn't. They're making
hilarious.
the right call by not giving him lines.
yeah, so it's like
So she kisses, a dog?
first Coconut Head.
Yeah.
I was going to call him Cabbage Head. I don't know who that is.
Coconut Head. He's been eating raw garlic, sardines, and onions.
Yeah,
Yes.
full cloves of garlic are on
Yeah.
the crackers that he's eating.
He
truly
likes it.
hideous sight.
They might be roasted
Truly
garlic. They might be
rancid.
pickled garlic, but it could be raw garlic.
Regardless,
Should look raw.
You think he
It's
brought
not
that?
good. Whatever
Who's
it is.
raw, just like he
brought
is,
that from
man.
home?
He's like,
No way Seth's serving snacks like that at the party.
no, Seth has got the hot Cheetos. Seth has got the Doritos.
He's got handicap
dude.
hot
He's got
fries.
the Mountain Dew.
Everything's hot.
He's got the what?
Handicap hot fries. That's the thing.
I don't know
hot
what those
fries.
are, man.
I know what those are. I got you. Kirk. Yeah, those are dangerous.
He's got the Funyuns,
Yes.
Not a funny
All the bags.
Bugles, so everybody can put them on their fingers.
Bugles are great. Great party snack.
Clam dip.
Fuck yeah, that's a Monera family tradition.
Oof.
It killed Will one time.
Food poisoning to the
Oh,
death.
really?
Not food poisoning.
No, it was a combo of fish and lots of beer, I think, is what it was.
Well, we ate
I was not.
the-
my tummy was
the
not.
first
happy.
time we got really drunk. We shared a 24 pack
cheese.
of Sam Adams between three of us. We each had 8 Sam Adams, and we were eating
Yeah.
Fritos with cottage cheese.
And we threw up all over my bathroom. And I didn't get up until like 2 p.m. and my mom saw my bathroom.
You left it there.
I was so
That was
drunk,
in like
dude.
that must have been in 2013, I guess.
It was when I was
Holy
at
shit.
when I was going to community college still.
Yeah,
Wow, that's
we
Before I
paid
went to
$50 for the 24 pack of Sam Adams.
Yeah, it was so much. It was such an upcharge because they didn't card.
We weren't
They knew.
21.
wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I was
That's
8.
a-
We were. I think we were 18 still because that was when you were in summer.
Yeah. While Ned was in the closet, he gave us some tips. He's like, dress nice,
Yeah,
but don't like not be yourself, because Coconut Head's got his sunglasses, leather jacket, which almost is his thing now. He's done that multiple times.
It's kind of a sick look. I don't
There's nothing
understand
wrong
why
with
he's
that.
hating.
Yeah, I don't know.
what's up with his wig?
It's his haircut.
What do you mean? That's his hair. It's a
Is
wig.
it Ned in a wig?
No, it's a different guy.
No, Coconut Head's skin
I
is
don't
more
buy it.
olive tone than Ned's.
Yeah, just get some
Much
bronzer
more
on
olive
there.
tone. No.
Spray him with some bronzer.
But yeah, so Mose has to cook.
Don't have bad
The
breath.
second time they do spin the bottle. Yes, that was one of the tips. That's right. Bad breath. I forgot that. That's what sets us up for Coconut Head spinning the bottle. But then also
Yep.
Ned, Mose kisses Fayman's little dog. And
Yeah.
everybody's
His little dog.
they really build it up to be like a
his little basset.
they're like,
hound
oh my
boy.
god, she's gonna kiss the freaking dog, and then that's when the guy says, spit in the bottle,
but
it's
what's
White
fun.
people do that all the time. So
What's wrong with giving a little dog a smooch on the head? Like, you're not gonna tongue the dog. Like,
nah, she for sure tongued the dog.
oh god,
That's what you do.
that's fucked up.
Blame the culture.
That's when we get into Seth.
Maestro looked at you when you said that. He just whipped his head around.
Good boy.
Seth's flirting with Lisa, and then Simone walks
Yeah.
up. She's like, "How dare you!" Slaps him, and then he's like, "What did
Yeah.
I do wrong?" And then she
And then
fucking
she's like,
punches
"How
him
dare you
and
not
knocks
remember?"
him out. For
No, she slaps him
no,
again.
yeah, you're right.
dude.
It was multiple.
She slaps him 3 times. Because
Gives
then
him
the
the
last,
people's elbow.
he's like, "Who are you?" And then she's like, "How dare you not know who I am?" And then whoosh, again. And then Lisa's like fucking wide-eyed, like can't believe a fucking thing she's seeing. She feels like she's fucking watching some sort of crazy YouTube video or
She's
something.
watching it.
Pretty much
And then
was.
Yeah.
and then they get up and start dancing because he says, "Let's dance like good girls do when bad boys are around."
Great line.
Which
Great
is,
line.
it's kind of, it makes me uncomfortable. I don't like that line at all. It's very creepy.
Well, Cookie is
I like
absolutely psychological manipulator.
I mean, yeah, that he's a fucking,
Let's
you
just
know,
think about it.
Patrick Bateman of
This is
himself.
a guy.
I almost said Norman
This
Bates.
is a guy, well, he's almost because Norman Bates, I think, dressed in drag.
Yeah, dresses up like his mother.
Yeah,
That's a good
he does,
Freudian
yeah.
slip.
Yeah, this is the guy that's dressed up like a woman, flirting with the woman he wants to be with. Like, there's a lot of levels to this manipulation that he's doing.
Yeah.
Do you think in his heart of hearts he was thinking that he was going to get it on as a woman with Lisa still?
In that moment, he was Simone.
And
Could be a
that's
fetish
just,
of his.
I mean, we've talked about it before. I think, you know,
It's more than role play.
he's on the spectrum for sure.
Of the spectrum of what?
You know.
All of the spectrums.
Of ambiguous sexual
He-
interest?
yeah,
Or-
he's on the human-
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, of identity is what I meant.
Human robot
Sure,
spectrum. Man woman spectrum.
Yeah.
Sane insane
a little bit of
spectrum.
everything.
Yes,
That's
definitely.
Fair. Okay.
I think
He walks-
that's one of the
he
joys
walks the
of the
line.
Cookie character is that he fits a lot of molds, you know? I feel like a lot of people can relate to the Cookie character, you know? He's the man.
He speaks to
fair.
the best and the worst in all of us.
That's the fucking truth, dude.
But yeah,
The double truth.
that's when Missy
then
busts
there's-
the door down. She
Yep.
Yeah.
like a firefighter destroys the door.
Yeah.
No one's in the closet
Gets
though.
kicked out.
But right away,
I was thinking Shining style.
Jack Nicholson was a
It
volunteer
was a
firefighter.
sledgehammer, though.
Yeah, it was a sledgehammer. They missed an opportunity. They could have done a sick Shining
That's true.
reference. Just randomly taking a shot from the other side
From-
of the door to their faces.
Yeah.
In it. That would have been great. Just to do it. They do references all the time. Why
They
miss
do,
that
they
reference?
do. I don't know.
I know there was a Miami Vice reference in the episode I watched the first time, which was fucking
Well, the whole
incredible.
I mean, yeah, he's in it all the time. Vice Principal
Unfortunately,
Krubs.
we didn't get any Krubs
So
either
good.
episode here. But
No.
Yeah, I was sad.
And that takes it down a peg.
anytime
NGL.
there's not a
If
yes,
Krubs would have been in,
yes,
you imagine Krubs is there, he does a drug bust at the party.
I still can't believe they made it Principal after Crockett and Tubbs. It's just like the coolest thing.
And I don't know it, but when you told us that was the first moment I ever knew, and it's great.
yeah.
So they're playing a fast song or a slow song,
Yeah, and then they change it because Cookie sees Lisa and Seth,
right?
Getting intimate.
and he's like, change the song. And he's like, he just throws his purse at the DJ, and he's like, change it because it's take all my money.
Yeah.
And then he's like, he puts on the song, the trigger song for
throwing ass
Cookie.
song.
Yeah, where he has to absolutely whip his ass into things, and this time his hands. He's using a lot of hand motions.
He whips off his wig. He eats his wig out of there,
He does, yeah.
and then the wig catches on one of the little burners.
It might be like a
Yeah, the Bunsen burners that he has lit around the apartment.
it might be like a Manchurian Candidate thing where he hears that song, he can't not fuck everybody in the room up.
Yeah,
He
Manch
Bruce
can.
Lee fights. He knocks
Classic
everybody in the
Manch
room
can.
out.
Yeah.
Or like
Lays him out.
There's like VFX popping off like bam pow wow
Yeah.
wham things. Those are great.
Kingsman style. He just fucking kills everyone.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, just 50 dead kids in a basement.
Holy
and
shit.
we were
Jesus, sorry, that's awful.
That's fucked up, dude.
I'm sorry.
we were
Yeah.
saying Cookie
Edit that
without
out.
the wig,
We're uncancelable.
like Cookie with
That's
just the
Declassified
whatever you'd call that,
podcast.
just short Cookie hair, and then like, but also with the busty Simone outfit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a look too.
Yeah.
That's not a bad
look.
look.
Busty.
You can pull it off.
But he blows his cover, and I mean,
Why is he so busty,
I mean,
dude?
imagine.
Lisa is like, Simon?
And he says no, and then says see
Gets out
ya,
of there.
and then he runs
Gets out of
away.
Dodge.
Which I think, honestly,
Did it work?
I think it worked. I think it 100% worked. I think everybody was too caught up in
Yeah,
the moment.
Lisa's so
immaculate.
dumb in some ways that she.
Yeah.
Her character's changed a lot. Her character has changed a ton.
Yeah, she used to be-
from the
That's
OG.
great if he gets away with it.
I think
It
he
could
will. I think
it could have been a
I don't think
weave
he will.
flying off. That's entirely plausible.
Yeah.
People wear wigs all the
Exactly.
time.
Yeah. So we end then with Ned gets like thrown down onto the couch next to Mose. The bottle spins. It lands on Ned.
Yes.
They have their kiss.
Yeah.
Sparks
Smooch,
fly.
literally.
The house is literally on fire at that
Ablaze.
point. They also do cut to fireworks just in case we didn't get it.
Yeah.
Everyone is running away, and then Mose or Ned, I think it's Ned, is like, is it me or is it hot in here?
Mose says that. to
Mose
Ned.
says that, and they're
Yeah.
just like super horned up for each other.
Oh,
And then
absolutely.
the ep ends. I'm like very invested now in that pairing.
Yeah.
They better end the show in a relationship, or I'm gonna be furious.
I think it'd probably be worth it for you to watch the last couple of eps. You
Sure,
didn't
about
even
the
miss anything
season.
in the rest of the season. You're fine.
No
It's
shit.
true.
Not
Has
really.
it been whack? Damn.
No, it's been great. Like, I mean, this season's
But
been
there's
excellent.
no character development.
I think you could get
I
by.
feel like there was a
It's
lot
a
in this
Nickelodeon
one.
show. You get by.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
You're
want to
right.
watch the full season, I say 100% do it. I was
I
just
mean,
trying to
that's
save
a
you
s-
some time.
That's a stretch. Yeah. No, I may be invested enough to finish these next 4 episodes. We'll put it that way.
That'd be sick. That's a one night. That's 2 hours of your time. Not
It
even,
flies
you know.
by.
I mean, I watched a 3-hour movie earlier
Yeah.
today, so
You watched a how many hour movie?
3-hour.
What'd you watch?
3:10. RRR. It's
What?
Rise. What the fuck does it stand for?
Rise of Resistance.
Railroad
No,
rugby.
no. It's like Rise, Revolt, Revolution, or something like that. Rise, Revolt. Rise, Roar, Revolt. I don't know. It's an Indian
Roar?
film. It's on Netflix. It's absolutely fucking incredible, and I think
Damn.
that anyone should watch it. It's like the most fun. This is me saying this, by the way. It's a kid who's seen Top Gun twice in theaters. It's maybe the most fun I've had watching a movie this year. It is. An
You're liking
absolutely
too many of these
batshit-
movies. Get back to hating movies.
No, man, I'm like in a great, like just fun movie mode right now. RRR is absolutely batshit insane. I've not seen much. I've not seen any films out of Bollywood. This is out of Tollywood, I think. It's not technically a Bollywood movie. I don't know what the difference is. I'm
A
ignorant
lot of
to that,
Bollywood's
but-
musicals. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Well, this has musical numbers in it, but it's also an action movie.
Well, of course.
The musical numbers absolutely fucking slam.
They
though.
always
They were
do, I
so
hear.
good. The songs have been in my head all day. So yeah, watch RRR. And then I started a 3.5-hour Bob Dylan documentary too. So I was couch bound today, like we
That's
talked
good.
about. So anyway, yes, all that to say, 4 episodes of Ned's is not an undertaking for me at this point.
Bob Dylan.
But yeah, any do we have closing thoughts? I don't know why I'm rapping. I don't know how.
I don't think so. I mean, what would you give this episode?
Yeah, sure. This one's like an 8.5 weasels out of 10. This is a banger. I'm very grateful to have seen this one. Episode 50, strong ep, strong
Yeah.
half, strong character dev. Mose is definitely A tier. Ned is definitely B tier. Kid's a
Damn.
dirtbag in this episode. He's a grifter and then he's a player. 2 things I don't like.
True.
But yeah, Cookie's great.
Yeah.
Good time. Great time.
Fuck yeah. I'm going to go 8 out of 10. Great episode. Legendary combination of events. We're at a real boiling point for the end of the season. Great half of the episode. Loved that it was somewhere else other than the school. You always love to see that.
Yeah, I didn't want to overblow it. My heart wants to say 9 out of 10. Weasels.
Go for it, dude.
You know, it's been a long time since
we'd still be climbing the ladder with that.
Yeah, you know, even though there's no Krubs, even though there's no Gordy action in this episode.
That's how strong it is, though.
There's a lot of crazy. It was very well. I would say well written.
Yeah, I would say it.
So,
it's great. It was great. I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, great app. Thank you both for having me on.
Thanks for coming on, dude. Thanks for being able to squeeze into the last bit of the season, last bit of the show.
Yeah, happy to be back.
Yeah, now you're gonna have to wind down to sleep now, but
I know. I gotta put some Zen music on or something. I'm all fired up about fucking Mose and Ned.
Yeah, but stay tuned.
Yeah,
we'll be working through the next 5 episodes here. I guess this is going to be a 55 episode podcast, unless we do an entire podcast dedicated to the tier list, or we have to devise the drinking game. Still.
Yeah, exactly. The Ned's Declassified drinking game patented.
That you buy the PDF for
$100. But yeah, thank you guys for listening, and we'll catch you for the next Ned Pod.
Give me those beats.